Hi guys, it's Lena. Last Friday I had 2 midterms, so it was kind of a hectic week. This week we're starting it off in a really calm manner, so I thought I'd answer some of the questions you guys left me throughout the week. I've been meaning to reply back to every comment, but then the whole takeoff of my video and midterm week happening at the same time, it just kind of got away from me. First, I'm gonna answer some questions you guys had about me. I'm Lena, and I'm 31 years old. I'm still in college. This is my second to last quarter, so I'm graduating this summer with a bachelor's in psychology. Yay! It took me 5 years, 3 years at a community college, 2 years in UCI. I'm pretty excited and terrified to graduate. Excited because I'm at the end of this 5-year long journey. But terrified because it's the start of a new beginning. If you guys watch my transfers video that I made last year around this time, I said that I was gonna put myself more out there and seek more opportunities, be proactive to better prepare for when I graduate. Less than 2-3 weeks later, pandemic. I only need to take 2 courses next quarter, so that'll be my primary focus for next quarter. And also the pandemic is easing up, we have vaccines now, so I think it'll be easier, hopefully, for me to find new opportunities. I got this question a lot. What is my ethnicity? There were a few guesses and none of them were correct. I'm Korean, 100% Korean. If I had a dime for every single time someone said, "You don't look full Korean," I would have a lot of dimes. I also appreciate a lot of the comments that said I looked younger than 31. It was really kind of you guys to say that, but honestly, the camera was really good to me that day. I think if you ask other Koreans how old I look, they'll say 31. Or even older. The camera was really nice to me that day. So this is Basco. They always pronounce his name as Basco, but it's not Basco. It's Basco, like Tabasco sauce. Or do people say Tabasco sauce? I think it's Tabasco. Okay. We got him in December of 2018. We actually went for a different dog, but came with him instead. He was clinging on to Jason, who was my boyfriend, and Jason totally fell for it, so we brought him around Christmas, December 22nd. So he's a Christmas baby. You want apples? We're not sure of what breed he is exactly. They had him listed as Cairn Terrier mix, but we really think it's Border Terrier mix because of the lighter color, the grayish color, snout area, and then the darker ears. This is Basco of LenaxBasco. How do I overcome insecurities of being an older student? I don't want to give a simple generalized answer such as you just do you and don't care about what others think, because it's easier said than done. Of course, that's how you should be living your life because no one should dictate your life except you. And a lot of the insecurities come from the fact that there are rules and expectations that were set even before you were born. But more and more, we're starting to see that they don't work. We're taught as a young age that there is some kind of a curve, a normal curve, and most people fit into that curve. And that's true. Most people are average, are basic. But just because you deviate from the norm doesn't mean that it's wrong. I don't have a definite answer to overcoming that specific insecurity. How I overcame it was the fact that when I introduced myself to other students, when I was very insecure, because that's when I first enrolled, was the fact that they were just like, "Oh, you're 26? That's cool." That's it, end of story. No one's making a big deal about the fact that you were older. I have yet to come across anyone who put older students down. If anything, what goes behind closed doors is a lot of applause and admiration, because it's difficult being at the end of the spectrum trying to fit into the curve, and a lot of people recognize that. A lot of our insecurities, I think, are deeply rooted in comparisons. In today's society with social media, everything is a comparison game. We have these numeric metrics that pretty much determine what your value is, what your worth is, and it feeds a lot of people's insecurities. It used to feed a lot of my insecurities, but I think it helps to recognize that how you're going through these stepping stones in life is completely up to you. Even if your priorities were wrong in your younger years, the fact that you have your priorities straight now should matter more than your insecurities. I could definitely say that for myself. Yeah, overcoming insecurities is hard. I know I'm gonna be facing a big one after I graduate. I might have a job, a low-paying job, but it's better than where I was like 5-6 years ago. So to overcome your insecurities, just focus on your goals. Focus on how far you've come. Don't let this comparison game get to you. Probably the best answer I could give. Honestly, I wish I was more articulate to try to, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to be like, I'm so smart, I have all these answers to your questions. I don't. I'm winging it as I go, and by winging it, I found ways for me to be more secure, and hopefully whatever I'm spitting out at you helps you in becoming more secure, or even just sitting here sharing my experiences, knowing that someone else out there is going through the same things as you makes you feel more secure. I know that for sure. Let's just share our experiences. It helps if we find other people that are alike. Anyway, I'm getting all cringy. I'm not used to saying stuff like this. I like to harbor these things inside, so when it comes out of me, I'm just like, ugh. How do I motivate myself to study? This took so long. I was like a procrastinating or just like a non-doer in high school. So motivating myself to study primarily comes from the fact that I don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want to be that teen who ignored all assignments, failed all the tests, because I know I could do better than that. And it feels good to see how well you did based on the amount of effort you put in. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like, oh, I love studying. It's so fun making note cards, highlighting things, reading. It's not. I'd rather like complete assignments than take tests. Give me a paper to write all day, but I can't have it my way. How I motivate myself to study is pretty much focusing on the person I want to be today as opposed to the person I was years ago. Plus, I've done the whole fail 4 out of 6 classes, and while it's fun, I'm not too proud of it. When I look back on my college years, I want to be proud of the fact that I actually put in the effort to complete my tasks. That's like the bare minimum you could do in college anyway.